I want to say something about blocking the goddamn street. We got neighbors, and the lady, she's a bitch. Incidentally, this video is not for children. Our neighbor is a bitch. And ever since we've lived here, she's been putting up blockades on the street, out from the curb, in front of her house, so she and her husband can get preferential parking on a public street, mind you. It's a public street. That means anybody can park there. It also means it is illegal to block passage or transit of vehicles. And she has been placing sawhorses in that spot for years. The sawhorses are gone. I don't know the fuck happened to them. Maybe they were stolen. Maybe somebody didn't like them being there worse than me and picked them the hell up and got them out of there. I wouldn't give two shits of a lamb's tail if that happened. Or maybe they just got rid of them or somehow lost them. I don't know how the fuck you would lose two sawhorses, but given the intelligence of these assholes, I wouldn't put it past them losing them. At any rate, they are gone, and they have been replaced by little orange pylons, still blocking the street. Still illegal, still a pain in the ass. This particular bitch has come out and put notes on people's cars or spoken to them with her foul mouth directly in the worst kind of abrasive, aggressive, assertive, arrogant, offensive language that you can think of. Hence the term bitch. She fits the definition to a T. So, her excuse is that her husband has problems walking. I've seen the man walking. He walks as well as I do. Let me put it another way. I walk as bad as he does, having a bad back and arthritic knees. But he gets along as well as I do. And we don't blockade the street for our parking. And there's several times, many times, that I have to park far away from the house. He would have to park no further if they would leave that space open for others to park. And it's a major pain in the ass because it's an in-town residential area, and there's houses after house after house after house, block after block after block. You got a lot of neighbors, cars that need to be parked there, and the pattern is going to shift from day to day as to where people are exactly parking, and taking one spot and trying to designate it for one particular person's car is fucking up the whole scheme. Because of that, other people can't shift around and get the places they have to park. They all have to park. It's affecting maybe 4 or 5 other families when you take the whole block into account, because you fuck with one spot, it shifts down the whole fucking row. So it's probably affecting about, I'd say, maybe 5 or 6 other cars, maybe 7 or 8, depending on the day of the week. It's fucking rude and ignorant and selfish. And as I said, it's illegal. It is illegal to obstruct a road like that. And if her husband were truly that bad off, and he's not, I've seen him shoveling snow, I've seen him doing yard work. That guy himself might be okay. I don't know. I've never spoken to him. He seems like a quiet, reserved kind of a guy. But he, albeit, he could still foot the extra 50 or 70 feet if he parked a couple more spaces up once in a while, like I have to do, like everyone else has to do. So, even though it's illegal, I understand that once in a while you have to do it. If you're having a moving occasion where you're bringing in a bunch of furniture, or say you're moving in or you're moving out of the house, or you're just bringing in and having something hauled in that's huge, like a piano or sofa or something, and you have to have a truck parked there at a particular time. So you're going to save the space for that one time. I understand that. But these people do it 3 or 4 times a week. Obviously, they're not moving in and out of the house 3 or 4 times a week. It's just bullshit. So don't block the street. Don't block the street. Don't put sawhorses. Don't put chairs or pylons up to save your spot all the time. Don't do it. It pisses me off. Well, that is my thought for the day. Have a good evening.
The line between the living and the dead becomes blurred with deadly consequences in This Side of Midnight by David Halk. Available in ebook and paperback at Amazon.com.